You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
Welcome.
Welcome back, folks. Is that a little toot?
No, that
You toot? Oh.
no, I hit
That's your-
the tray with my elbow.
Okay.
Vaughn always thinks I'm farting.
I do. Oh, and because sometimes they're dangerous.
He's trying to keep a lookout.
Yeah. So folks, let me just tell you, this chapter is the hardest chapter we will have faced yet.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say in the game.
Not in the game. There's a legendary chapter that's horrible.
Is it like that one mission in Rogue Squadron?
Probably.
Okay.
But I don't think I could give you the controller.
And then I would
And you
just
can
win on the
casually
first try.
Just let me see. Let me see that.
That was
Pass the controller.
a moment for the annals.
That was insane. Because as you cleared the halfway point of the level, I was like, he's gonna beat it. He's just gonna beat
Salt was like
it. He's just gonna win, and I'm gonna look like a fool.
Vaughn just like sliced his arm open and took the salt shaker out and just dumped it. It was
Just put it straight into my blood.
I felt horrible for succeeding.
It was Reeve.
It was weird because I was so glad that we were done with that mission, but
Yeah.
I felt terrible for getting it on the first try.
For just
I
casually-
just could not believe that I got it.
That was insane.
I wanted to commiserate with you.
Yeah.
Because you were so defeated by it.
I was.
And I wanted
so hard.
I partially wanted to do just as bad and be like, yeah, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
So that we could wallow together.
And then you just won.
Yeah. So spoilers if you haven't seen Boys Wars, but
Vaughn loses the war.
Go watch both of those series because it was a great time.
It was a lot of fun. Those were two fun series.
Yeah.
So that legendary chapter, I guess that's part of what we could talk about.
Okay.
We need to discuss the Ephraim Eirika split.
Yes, we have to choose a way that we go.
So
there's
whatever
no
way you
going
choose,
back.
you take the entire party except the other lord. So it doesn't.
Oh, interesting.
So if you doesn't matter which side you choose, you still get Vanessa, Mulder, the whole crew.
I see.
You just have a completely different story. They're two parallel stories happening at the same time, and you hear about the other one.
But you don't get to see it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they're both really fun. The story is really cool on both sides. Both
Okay.
essentially will change the way you see the final villain. He's
Interesting.
portrayed differently, depending on
Interesting.
who's the main lord. Because whichever path you choose, that lord will be the person you have to use in every chapter for the rest of the game also.
Right.
And who will be conversing with all the other people,
Right. So it affects the dialogue and everything.
Yeah. So those are the big differences, except the difficulty. Ephraim's path is supposed to be significantly more difficult, but
Really?
still doable. Eirika's path is supposed to be less difficult, and is generally thought to have the more interesting storyline.
Interesting. So even though Ephraim is god tier character, his storyline
It's the
is still hard.
chapters. It's the actual chapters.
His chapters are still harder.
more difficult. Yes.
Wow.
Though if we're forced to use him every chapter, in the end game, he will be a god.
Right. Now, when you say that Eirika's is considered to be more interesting, are you able to elaborate on that without giving anything major away? Is it just because there's more twists and turns, or are there characters we don't see on the other side that are cool? Or
There is a little bit of that. The characters you see on her side are a little more interesting.
Fun, you got to get through this text here.
I do, yeah. Trying to figure out how to say it without giving things away.
If there's not a way to explain it, there's not a way to explain it. I was just wondering if you were able to elaborate on that,
I
because
think-
obviously that aspect of it is probably what interests me the most.
Okay. Well, in the grand scheme of things, so you hear just abridged versions
Oh, there's a kid.
of what the other person is doing. And
Right.
when you do Ephraim's route and you just hear what Eirika did, it was oh, okay. But when you actually do Eirika's route, you still hear about most of what Ephraim does, and it's interesting enough. But the details in Eirika's path are more interesting,
Okay.
and some of the plot is just kind of better, like more.
Is it because
More
of the
engaging.
bracelet?
Yes, the bracelet. No,
No, it's not. Okay.
because they both have a bracelet.
Tantamount.
So he's saying, "I'm gonna kill this girl if you don't give me the bracelet."
Yeah, I picked up on that.
He's a bad dude.
He seems like a bad dude if he would
Yeah.
try to kill a child.
Yeah, this chapter is called "Victims of War." I guess she's one of them.
She's a VOW.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's gone.
Well, he's about to set her up for a bad situation.
Is he gonna hurt her?
He's gonna try to.
Okay. So he took the bracelet and then didn't keep his promise?
Ooh, this is cool right here. So Eirika's like, when does she say it here? It's a really cool line. I refuse to hate, but if this is Grado's true face, she's like, this is when she becomes kind of hardened for the final time.
Oh, okay. She like realizes that she has to kind of.
Yeah, and she's like, I will.
She can't.
I want to kill you.
She
you
can't
know?
see the best in everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I don't, the country that I thought Grado was is gone, and I want to destroy you.
Yeah.
Because before, she was just like, oh well.
So if these people know magic, they're teleporting.
No, he is teleporting them. Like the bad.
Oh, the bad guys are teleporting them into a place.
Yep. So essentially, oh Ross, what up, dude? He
Okay.
reached level 10. Guess what? Means he gets a new class.
Cool. That's what
So
this looks like.
You'll get to see what this looks like now. Yeah.
That's cool. He like says a little thing. So we get to choose between these two classes.
Yep. So this is his father's class.
Right.
So Ross is really lacking speed right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if he goes the fighter route, he will have less speed in the end, so he'll be
Really slow.
really slow, and that's dangerous. So I think we kind of want to go with pirate. Also,
How is the attack defense spread different for pirates versus fighters? Because fighter says good attack, poor defense.
yes,
So is pirate more like less attack but more defense, kind of balanced?
more
or-
balanced, but still plenty strong. Axe
Okay.
wielders in general are
mean,
powerhouses.
Pirate also sounds cooler.
It sounds sick. Look at the bandana.
Yeah, dude.
Does
And
he also
does he have like a butcher knife in his right hand? Is that
no,
what
they're
that
two
is?
axes.
Oh,
Double. He's
he
double
gets to
wielding.
use he gets to use two axes.
He's got double axes.
That's pretty sweet.
I mean, that's just aesthetic, though.
Oh,
He doesn't actually use.
You
two
don't
axes.
actually get
You
to
don't equip
dual
two.
wield.
That would be sweet.
okay.
But I think we're gonna go with pirate. If you're cool.
I'm
with
super into pirate. I was leaning towards it before you even said anything.
that. So this also means pirates are one of the only classes. I think the only class besides Pegasus Knights who can just walk on mountains. Not
Pirates
normally.
are?
Yeah, pirates can go on mountains, peaks. They can go through most terrain. They can cut
Okay.
through rivers faster. That'll be useful. So,
Cool.
But we're not using them this chapter.
And he has a little bit better speed than he would as a fighter. You said pirates have a little bit better speed
Yes,
curve.
and he will. Since he's so behind right now, he will need that.
That's good. Well, speed seems to be pretty important in this game.
It does. It is. It does is.
All right, Vaughn. Treat time.
I like treats. Oh, this chapter is Fog of War, by the way.
That's a cookie.
That's a cookie.
That I just handed you.
Whoa. There's some stuff in there.
I'm gonna let you taste it, and then I'm gonna tell you what all is in it.
Okay. Put a bite into my mouth.
Yeah, I'm into it.
That's good.
What are you getting in there, Vaughn? See if you can guess
Uh,
what's in there.
some kind of like oatmeal or like.
Yep, there's oatmeal.
Okay. No raisins.
No raisins.
What is that? What am I sensing?
Metal Gear.
I mean, some kind of chocolate.
The oatmeal is chocolate.
The oatmeal is chocolate.
So like the dough of the cookie is chocolate. But there's no
Interesting.
like chocolate chips in it.
That's what I thought. You wouldn't be eating if it was peanut butter.
Nope.
What is the last thing?
Do you need some help here, Vaughn?
I do. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm trying to keep things moving on the screen here for the
Oh,
folks.
don't need help here.
So, it's chocolate oatmeal cookie with coconut, like shredded coconut.
Coconut.
And, God, what is the other thing that's in here? Now I don't even remember.
Did you make these?
No, Liz made these.
Liz made these.
There's something else. There's something else in here,
Okay.
and I can't remember what it is. But they pee good.
It's very good. I'm digging it.
They're quite soft and chewy.
So, folks, we're going to be using Seth some here. Just because of how dangerous this chapter is. So we're going to save and just jump in. But yeah,
Sweet,
Fog
dude.
of War. So you see all that gray stuff out there? The lighter.
Oh, it's like in a top-down RTS where you like can't see where you haven't been.
So we can't see any of this.
but there are units there.
There are.
Okay.
Good thing about...
I just thought of Uncle Buck. My favorite quote.
Oh, yeah, see,
in
there
like
they are.
almost any movie. You ever seen Uncle Buck one?
No.
John Candy. He plays like the estranged uncle, and like it's like the classic nuclear family. They got like a teenage daughter and a young boy. The young boy is Macaulay Culkin.
Okay.
It came out like the year before Home Alone,
Okay.
so he's really young. And then the teenage girl is somebody that you would recognize, but I can't think of her name.
Okay.
And the setup for the movie is that the mother and the father get a call like in the middle of the night, and one of their parents is like really sick or something, and they have to like travel somewhere.
Okay.
So the two parents have to like fly out, and they need somebody to be at the house to like take the kids back and forth to school and take care of them for like a week or whatever, while they go to like their parents' like funeral and all that stuff.
Okay.
Because they're like dying or whatever, or something like that. And so the only person that can make it is old Uncle Buck, who's Dad's brother, and he's like not trusted by the mother, and he's like doesn't have a job, and he's kind of sketchy.
So he's kind of a goon.
Yeah, and they think he's a goon, but of course he ends up being like fun and everything.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene where he's down in the living room, and they have this like immaculate home. There's like a grand piano, and there's nice things hanging on the wall and displayed and decorated everywhere.
The grand piano in a home. That's the dream.
And there's these like decorative plates above their fireplace.
Okay.
And he's literally just walking. Are you familiar with John Candy?
No.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
so.
you are.
Or maybe I am and I just don't know it.
You know the guy in Home Alone where the mom is trying to get back home and she can't get a flight anywhere, and she rides in the bus with the polka band?
Yes.
Like the main guy.
Yep.
That's John Candy.
Okay.
He's Uncle Buck. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Ever seen it?
Yes.
It's him and Steve Martin. Mm-hmm. That's John Candy.
Okay.
So he's like walking around with his big ass self in this living room, and he's just looking at all this stuff that they have in their house, because he's never been in, like he
nice house.
He lives in dregs, and he picks up these decorative plates, and he's looking at them or whatever, and he looks on the back of it and he's like, unbreakable. And then he just smacks it against the side of the piano and it just shatters. And he's like, and then he like cleans it up or whatever. And then like a later scene on, he calls, he's like on the phone with the mom, and he's like, hey, those plates in the living room, where you get something like that? England. Huh. And those are very expensive, or they are? just the way he says they are, it gets me every time.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's hard to recreate when you're not John Candy, but rip John Candy.
Oh, he's dead.
He's very dead. Okay. Massive heart attack.
Okay. Big one.
Massive. I mean, we're talking about a dude who's like,
we need stuff.
6'5" and like 400 pounds. Okay. Just a massive man. Yeah, he had a massive heart attack.
So super tall.
He was huge man. But he had so much love to give, so much joy. Rest in peace, sir. Great comedian. It's a shame you're not more familiar with his work.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll have to.
His name doesn't ring a bell at all.
I'll have to add Uncle Buck to the list of many, many movies that you need to be exposed to. No shit. Drop a piece of my cookie. So, is there like a strategy for this chapter, Vaughn, or is it just kind of like stay together and manage damage?
There is a strategy. Okay, so the goal is to defeat the boss, and he's like right here. Mm-hmm. But there's just an onslaught of people.
So do you try to like swoop in and take him out as quick as you can, or are we trying to like clear the field?
If things go south, that's what we're going to do. We're just gonna like send Seth into YOLO and kill him.
Oh, okay.
If things start to go bad.
But otherwise we're gonna try to get experience.
Yes,
because we'll need it later.
Because we have time. So there's these people over here, right? There's like there's a spider, like right here.
A spider?
A huge, monstrous spider.
Excuse me?
Yes, that's why Novala put them here. He's like, oh, well, I won't kill them now.
Oh, he wants the spider.
I'll put them over here, in like where the spiders, He's like, oh, this is a more gruesome death.
Oh my god,
a better way to kill your civilians.
So he
puts them.
Is
here.
it like a timed thing where
essentially, yeah?
After
we want to save all of them
turns,
because we get a super cool item.
But if you're too slow, the spider like eats them one by one.
Yep, but the spider's up here, and it takes like one turn for him to cross one mountain tile. Okay. So he's slowly gonna chug down here.
Okay, I see.
So we got time to work with, and that's okay right now.
Okay, that is very interesting.
Let's see.
Does the reward you get degrade for each one that's taken, or do you only get the reward if you get them
save all three?
Okay.
Yep.
And then do you lose the mission if they all get eaten?
No. As long as you kill the boss, you win the mission.
Oh, okay. You just have to live with the fact that you let them die.
Yep.
Okay.
It's kind of harsh.
That's pretty brutal, yeah.
The victims of war, man. They ain't having a good time, I'd say.
Yeah, most likely not. I mean, I wouldn't be, personally. I would not want to be in a war-torn nation.
No.
We have a lot to be thankful for.
We do. I think I brought this up in a side discussion in Mario RPG.
Okay.
But so Fire Emblem, when you look up strategy guides, especially for hard versions of chapters, some of them just say they just preface it with like, well, there's a lot of RNG and not all strategy will work for all people. So it's like a lot of everything you have to take.
It's all subjective.
It's all subjective. So I had to like develop this strategy.
Okay.
Just like
by replaying this chapter over and over and over.
Yeah. Because there's no strategy that says like move here, do this, have this person with this weapon.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to.
There's
general strategies.
Other than step 1, bring Vanessa. Step 2, win.
Yes.
That's a pretty consistent strategy.
Where's his friend? He has a buddy somewhere. Oh, his buddy's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Vaughn is referencing his guide picture.
Yes.
I see the spider now.
Yep.
He just looks like a weird little.
He does.
Yeah, Vaughn has a. If you haven't been watching this, or maybe you didn't catch it, Vaughn has made like a guide image for each of the chapters.
Yes.
In the game, and so he can see like where all these enemies are.
I can see where they start. Yes.
He can see where they start in spite of the fog. And he has some notes as to like where he needs to do specific things and all that cool stuff. It's pretty sweet. Hey, how you doing, Arnold?
Arnold?
Yeah, he looks just like Arnold from the Magic School Bus.
Yeah, he does.
Without his glasses on.
Thought you just goofed his name for a second.
I'm doing that thing where I make him less of a person by slightly messing up his name.
Or like pretending you don't remember it.
Yeah. Hey, listen here, Chuck. Just call everyone Chuck.
So we do have this handy torch staff, though.
Molder.
Which,
so you have a fire spell then?
It's a staff.
That...
We bought that special staff.
Is it like an item that you use a certain number of times?
Yep.
And then...
Yeah, it's got...
So did he just throw a torch over in the woods there so that we could see farther?
No, it's a magic spell.
I'm just...
Yeah. You're just goofing?
I'm goofing, yeah.
You're goofing? Well, quit it.
Speaking of
no fun on this show.
Speaking of goofing, I got something for you, Vaughn.
Okay. So
you know a while back there was a trend going around on Facebook where it was like, post the 10 shows that you've been to and guess the one that I didn't actually go to. Well,
did you make one?
I did not make one because I don't even know if I've been to that many shows that I could remember. But my buddy posted one, 100% serious, and I'm just gonna let you.
Good.
I'm just gonna let you listen to this, Vaughn.
Okay.
So, which band hasn't this person seen?
Okay.
Number 1, Nick Jonas. Number 2, Justin Bieber. Number 3, Barney, parentheses, in concert, limited run. Close parentheses. Number 4, Britney Spears, parentheses, later years. Close parentheses. Number 5, Smash Mouth, parentheses, house show. Close parentheses. Number 6, Nickelback. Number 7, Willie Nelson. Number 8, One Direction.
Wow.
Number 9, Insane Clown Posse, parentheses, birthday party show, close parentheses. Number 10, Soulja Boy. And then, I don't know if this is meant to be a number 11, but below that it says LMFAO.
Oh.
So I don't know if he means LMAO or if he's laughing at how ridiculous that list is.
I think he's laughing at how ridiculous that list is.
Because you're supposed to post 10. And then it just says, hint, there's only one.
But he hasn't seen.
There's only one of those that he did not actually go to.
Man, that's a list, man.
And I don't know the answer. So I'm sorry to everyone listening. And I don't know if this person... I don't know this person well enough to know if they like go to shows ironically. Mm-hmm. Because some people do that.
Yep.
But yeah, I just thought I'd share that illustrious...
That's a crazy list.
Illustrious list. I mean, because something like Barney, parentheses, limited run, like in concert, limited run, like, I need to know.
What does that mean? What does that look like?
Well, because, you know, they do those like touring, like Barney on Ice type things,
yeah.
But it's like a stage show. Like those are a real thing. Like they do them a lot for like Disney films.
Yep.
Where you can like go see Moana live, and it's just like really talented people who kind of look like the characters singing the songs and like kind of like reenacting the movie. They did one for Ninja Turtles that was like epically horrible.
Oh.
Called Out of Their Shells, or Coming Out of Their Shells, or something like that. And it was like a Broadway,
Broadway.
It was like a Broadway rock musical that was just horrible. And there's only like there's like a super small number of known recordings of it.
Really?
They're really hard to find.
Okay.
But I think some of it's on YouTube, and it's
Ninja Turtles.
But yeah, it's basically these like 4 guys dressed up as the Turtles who like they all play a different instrument, and they're like a rock band, and they like sing and do choreography and stuff.
Out of control.
It sounds amazing, but apparently the execution was horrible. Vaughn, here's a puppy.
Oh, that is a cute puppy.
Yes.
Where's that?
That's my boss.
It's your boss.
My boss got her new puppy a while back, and she brought it into
Justin
work.
Just like die.
And we were like, why did you do that? That's actually Justin that's scritching the puppy's face right now. It's funny that you said that. That's I'm pretty sure that's Justin's hands. But I can't remember. I can't tell. But yeah, it's a golden retriever puppy. But it's, you know, when they're puppies, they're kind of like white and fuzzy.
Did you say that you had settled on a doggo breed?
I mean, not really. It's probably going to be a lab.
Okay.
But it could be something else.
Okay.
We'll see. We're going to try to adopt from a shelter.
Okay.
But it's got to be a puppy. I don't want I don't want a dog with baggage. Mm-hmm. You know, I want to adopt a dog from a litter.
Okay.
Not like a 1-year-old dog that's like been found somewhere.
Yeah.
And has issues.
Not all dogs in.
Yeah, I know not all
older dogs in shelters are like that.
I know not all rescue dogs are messed up, but you know, you just have lower odds. Plus, I don't want to miss out on the puppy years. Or
valid.
Months, I guess I should say.
Yeah, it goes by fast.
I'm pretty serious about like the training and discipline of my dogs, and I want to start at the beginning.
Okay.
Because I think that's the right way to do it.
Iron Iron Blade. Okay.
Iron Blade.
So essentially, we're in a bit of a race against time because reinforcements are going to come from here, and they're all on horses.
Plus Spider-Man.
Plus Spider-Man. Spider-Man is en route to...
Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you dislike spiders? In general, no specific type of spiders.
In general, no specific type.
Yeah.
I dislike spiders about...
It's a tough question.
It is a tough question. Because I value their purpose to destroy other insects.
Sure.
For the most part.
Sure, they are an important part of the food chain.
That is something
They must exist.
I appreciate.
They cannot be extinct. There would be problems.
Yes. How am I supposed to do this?
They are also beautiful architects.
Yeah.
They are like amazing architects. I only dislike spiders when they are in my space.
Okay.
Like
And they have entered your domain.
Like if I'm out in nature and I see a spider, I think it's really neat. I'm
Okay.
like, oh wow, look at that spider. And if I was like surrounded by spiders, I would be triggered. Mm-hmm. But if there's just like some spiders, it's like, oh neat, spiders.
Yeah.
But when it's in my house, it's like, oh come on, man.
Yeah, get out of here.
Like no, I don't want you here.
But you can heal him?
Like I like to think that you're like that you being here means other insects aren't here, but I still don't want you here.
Mm-hmm. I think I dislike them probably 7 out of 10.
Okay.
We'll go with.
Yeah. I definitely don't think I'm as like afraid of spiders as the average person,
Okay.
but I still have like the natural reaction to spiders.
Okay.
That's like, ooh, it's creepy, it's crawly. Yeah, especially when they're like moving fast.
Fast spiders are pretty scary.
Yeah. Nothing compares to those house centipedes though, dude.
No.
Those things are like lightning.
No. This might be bad.
Is this bad? Oh, because
Yeah.
he's gonna get attacked?
Yeah.
You didn't want him to kill?
No.
Oh no. I don't want to lose calm.
Me neither. He's a pretty good chance of anyone attacking him missing. That's good.
Well, they're all really far away though.
One's on horse.
Oh, but
up
he's
there.
going after her.
Well, there's a second one on horse.
Poke.
Yeah, those. Okay.
Let's see what
Wait,
happens.
maybe he's gonna choose to attack. Nope.
No, he's going for him. Uh-oh.
Oh
No! Oh shit, man.
Okay.
Is this our first death?
That is.
He's done?
He's gone.
That's it?
Colm is
man.
done.
Oh man.
Fuck.
That sucks, dude. He was super unique and useful too.
Yes.
Because he's a thief. Are we gonna get another thief?
Eventually.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad.
Damn, that was abrupt and not pleasant. But hey, it's an Iron Man now.
There's no turning back. No.
Yeah.
Fuck. How did this guy? How did he get around here?
He's in that forest tech.
Well, he started up here. I think he just decided to go here.
Took a little
detour. Oh, that's bad, man.
bummer, dude.
That's bad. I mean, it's not playthrough ending or anything.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss out on a lot of good chests
Is he the only one that would be able to do that?
with the lockpick at the moment. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it seems like he would be one of the worst characters to lose right now. I mean, everybody seems super valuable right now. Because we have like one of everything, basically.
Yeah.
Damn. Rip Colm.
Yeah. And you wouldn't think a critical is a bad thing.
Yeah, it's weird how like... So, do they come after him because he got a critical hit? Or because he killed a character?
Because I think it's just because he was already damaged. And then there was an open space next to him, which means someone who attacks him has a chance to kill him.
I see. It's,
So
it's because if he wouldn't have killed the guy, he would have just been stuck
been
next to
safe.
him and he would have been safe.
Yeah,
Got it.
All they care about is whether or not they can kill the guy.
Yeah.
Essentially, or who they can
So
do
if
the most damage to.
if the turn would have ended without him killing the guy,
He would have been perfectly safe.
then he would have been safe because they couldn't get to him.
Yep.
Even though they would still want to.
Yes.
I get it.
That is right.
So they didn't necessarily come after him for any reason. It was just because they were able to get to him.
Yep, because the space opened up.
Right.
Man, that's
that car pulls out at the grocery store. You wait for him. You pull right in. You get that close spot.
Yep.
So when she moves over there, are you going to get to see the fog?
Partially, yes.
But just a little bit around her.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Does he have a javelin? Is that what he has?
There's some crazy counterpoint going on in this music right now.
Yeah.
And it's being panned. So I keep thinking I'm hearing the song in like 2 different places. Oh, it doesn't do it in this section, so you don't hear it, but in that other section it was crazy. Like there was stuff coming out of the right speaker and stuff coming out of the left speaker.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, and the stuff coming out of the left speaker sounded like it was behind me. Like it was coming out of my computer or something.
It
was bizarre. But it was cool. I'll let you know when it happens again.
Is it that the stepping up thing in the
No,
background?
it's not this section. Get him,
Okay, that's
Josh.
good. Man, that's a hard loss though.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That's a useful character.
Yeah, he was
Are we gonna not be able to open any chests anymore?
for a while.
Wow. That's brutal.
Yeah.
That is super brutal. Well, things just got harder.
Yep. Oh, this guy I think has a horse. No, this guy has a horse halberd.
Halberd.
That'll do a lot of damage to anyone on horseback. We need to watch out for.
Okay. Spears are good against horses?
No, just
That specific weapon.
That specific weapon.
I see.
Yeah, and that was an axe, actually.
A poleaxe.
Yes.
Well, it's a halberd.
Which isn't it a type of poleaxe?
We had this
We
debate.
had this debate. When was this?
I think it was last story.
Yeah. Or maybe it was.
It had to have been some medieval game.
Yeah.
I guess it could have been like Dark Cloud or something, but I think it was last story. Yeah, I think we determined that halberd was a subcategory of poleaxe, if I remember correctly. But I don't
remember.
I'm not confident in that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Wait, how much damaged? 16. Fuck. Oh, okay. We can do that. You looking it up again?
No, I was actually looking up a different sword. I was gonna say at least it wasn't a Zanbato,
What is that?
or sometimes called a Zanmadao. Janmadao.
Oh
I
my
guess
god.
That's the Chinese name.
I just messed up.
What'd you do?
I hit wait instead of attack.
On France?
Yeah. But we'll live. Because Eirika could do this.
Yeah, the Zanbato is the horse killer sword.
Okay.
The sword made to kill horse and rider in one swipe.
I think there's actually I don't know if it's in this game, but in some Fire Emblem game.
There's a
There is
character that has that.
Yeah.
It's basically like the real life version of Sephiroth's sword.
Okay.
An especially large single-edged sword.
That is big.
It's quite long. The horse slaying sword, or horse chopping saber, is how it translates.
He could use a mend.
Janma Dao. That's right, Dao means sword in Chinese.
I mean, I guess on the bright side, we won't have to worry so much about chests. That'll make some chapters a little bit easier.
Oh, this is interesting, Vaughn. A little piece of knowledge for you.
Oh, what's that?
So if you see a Zanbato depicted with like a really wide blade, like in Rurouni Kenshin, or like the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII, that is how you can immediately know that it is a fictional portrayal.
When it has what'd you say?
When it has like a really wide blade.
a wide blade. Okay.
But like obviously in real life it did not look like that. It was a long thin blade like a katana. It was just longer. These interpretations often simply depict the weapon as an oversized sword or being imbued with magical properties.
Okay. Oh, it has like a list of different kinds of portrayals of it.
Yeah, it's like, beware, watch out for this. Yeah, it's like talking about Rurouni Kenshin and One Piece, Naruto. There's Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, Bleach, Fire Emblem. A weapon specialized against mounted units. Scribblenauts has a Zanbato. That's surprising.
Scribblenauts?
Yeah, you remember that game?
What is that?
It was a game for the DS where you could like... I might be getting it confused with the game called Drawn to Life, but there was this game where you could like draw your own characters and then you could kind of like make like little armies and they would fight.
Really?
But it was like kid friendly.
Okay.
I don't know.
Whoa, buddy.
What
are you doing?
There was a Power Rangers Samurai variation that had a Zanbato. I had no idea. Is he getting scary, Vaughn?
This guy shouldn't be here. He
zoomed down.
Yeah, because they all spawned up here, and like sometimes they just decide to like go around everything, and that's not what we want at the moment. But okay, we can just leave Seth. Seth is unstoppable at the moment. They're just doing a lot of unexpected things that they've never done when I usually, or that they rarely do when I have done this before.
Okay, so like unusual stuff is happening.
Yeah, they're making unusual decisions that I think are just random.
Weird.
Or I don't know if I'm doing something different and they're just reacting different, but I don't think so.
Boy, I'm learning a lot about Japanese weapon history right now. This is sweet.
I'm a fan of the naginata.
Well, that's interesting you bring that up, Vaughn, because what I'm reading about right now is related to that. So this is the iku, which is just a boat oar.
Oh.
And it was originally a weapon of circumstance and convenience. Obviously, fishermen were using it to fight off invaders. Mm-hmm. But then, apparently, at some point, people started teaching.
Oh, this is fun.
Like army officers were teaching commoners to use it as a weapon, so that they were more trained in combat to use the tools that they had. And then they wanted to put them in the front lines so that they would die.
The commoners?
The commoners,
Oh,
so
like
they would die before the soldiers.
Conscripts kind of thing.
But they taught them how to use the boat oar because the really high quality weapons were expensive, mm-hmm. and civilians had to use what they had. And then they basically would train them to use it like they would a naginata.
Okay. Which, for anyone wondering, it's like a katana on the end of a spear shaft, sort of.
It's a little different than a katana.
It's not like a sharp pointed spear, but like a long blade.
Yeah, it's
spear.
It's like halfway between a katana and an axe blade.
Yeah.
On the end of a spear. It's like a wide spear blade, but way longer than a spear. Pretty cool.
Dude, weapons are cool.
Yeah, weapons are pretty cool. My first research paper in 6th grade, I chose the topic of medieval weapons and warfare.
That is a good paper topic.
Except it was really hard to come up with a thesis.
Because is that what you wanted to write about, and you had to choose something that suited it?
I had to choose something, and then they were like, well, what do you want your thesis to be? And my thesis was like, the medieval weapons and warfare greatly influenced modern weapons and warfare.
Just like a bland, uninspired thesis.
That was like the best thesis that I could come up with as a 6th grader. It's just like, I just want to they were like, pick something you want to research. And I was like, okay, that's easy.
Okay.
And they were like, now you have to come up with a thesis. You have to make an argument about these weapons and warfare. And I was like, well, I don't know how to do that.
I like them.
I'm in 6th grade. Yeah. I argue that they are really cool. And my teacher was like, you need to say something that people might disagree with. And I just fudged it all the way. They greatly influenced modern weapons and warfare. And I'm going to tell you.
I'll tell you how.
In this 5-page paper. with some really shoddy sources. I'm gonna convince you of something that you would probably agree with just in passing.
Just kind of as it already is, you would agree with it.
Right. Yeah, like if I just told you that they were related, you might not believe me. But let me sit you down here and convince you.
That's fine.
How we doing, Vaughn?
So things are otherwise going okay.
You're just having a weird placement?
Yeah, I've never had to fight in this area of the map before. Like it's just everything is just at the moment
unusual.
Odd. And I don't know. I mean, we're not in current grave danger. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Things are, for the rest of our party, things are currently all right.
But yet, we must continue to mourn Colm.
Yeah. That's tough, man. He was cool.
He was cool. He was unique. He was very unique. He was right through the face.
Yeah.
He was. Hurt. He. It actually probably wouldn't hurt because you would just be dead.
Yeah. Just instant.
Yeah. Just like halfway down the spear haft at the eyeballs.
The good news is we are poised to protect these guys just fine.
Oh, is Vanessa gonna snatch him up?
Yeah, she's
gonna
get him
out of there.
She's gonna stop him.
Oh, she's gonna fight the Spidey.
Yeah, this bee.
Is she gonna throw the torch at it?
No, but we're gonna use the torch to see where he is.
Oh, I see.
Because that'll increase our line of sight a little bit.
Oh, there he
is,
right there.
Halt, Spee. Go no further.
It's a Spee.
So yeah, no more reinforcements will come. No more funny business. We can just eliminate what is left and be okay. That is the good news. Seth hasn't gotten any like crazy things where he's like stealing all the experience. He's just whittling them down, which is fine.
Okay. Whack. So we're still getting experience to the characters we want to.
Characters who need it, yeah.
That's good. Oughta.
Yeah, at least
he ought to get some level up. Am I right?
Oh,
He oughta get some levels.
Dude, do you think it's just like what do you think he calls his arteries?
Who?
His arteries?
Arteries?
Yeah.
So that's what he's gonna call his burger shop when he gets done with the war. When this is all over, I'm gonna open up a little spot east of town.
Archer's arteries.
Burgers and fries. What are those?
What are those?
Miss Frizzle told me about them back in the 90s.
Oh, defense. That's good. That was good. That was
Whoa, that was like a Final Fantasy quote there. Na, 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 na.
Oh, yep. The level up. Is that the level up?
That's the victory fanfare.
The victory fanfare.
In almost every game. Or I guess it's in every game. In many different forms.
Right,
very recognizable video game tune. Yeah, pretty much everybody. They might not be able to place it, but I think pretty much everybody can recognize it.
Yeah. I think you're right about that one.
It's probably in the top 10, I would say, most recognizable video game motifs. Definitely behind something like, Mario Bros. 1-1 and Mario Bros. 1-2. Oh. Maybe even Mario Bros. 1-3. But would they recognize Mario Bros. 1-2 in its original 3-4 time signature, or would they expect it to be in 4-4?
That is interesting. Is it in 3-3 or
3-3? Vaughn's a music guy.
3-4.
In the original Super Mario Bros., the underground theme is in 3-4, and then pretty much every other Mario game, it's in 4-4, because they realized it grooves like crazy if you put it in 4-4.
It does groove.
But yeah, in Mario Bros. 1, it's interesting. Yeah, it's really weird. It's probably because there's nothing to that song. Mm-hmm. It's just that motif, and there's nothing like in the space or anything.
Yeah, there's no like.
So it's like if you made it 4-4, there'd just be another beat of silence. Because it's 1 and 2, rest. 1 and 2, rest. So if they did it in 4/4, it would just be another beat of rest.
Rest instead of...
Yeah, waiting for the next motif to happen. So I would imagine that's probably how it came to be. Like, I don't even... who knows if Koji Kondo was even thinking about it in 3/4 necessarily. Or maybe he wrote it in 4/4 and that's why it ended up 4/4 later on. It's because he added more to it and he's like, this works better now in 4/4.
That could be, yeah.
Who knows? That'd be a great panel question.
That would.
If you ever got the chance to ask him.
Not a lot of good panel questions get asked.
That's very true. You always think of like great ones at other times.
There's the big Speed.
Oh, he is hideous.
He's huge, man.
Oh, I hate him.
Yeah. He's a big guy.
He's hairy.
But Vanessa's going to slowly take care of him.
Can she get poisoned by him?
She can, but she'll be fine. She's an antitoxin.
Nice.
She's got a vulnerary.
Speed, HP, and defense?
Speed also, I think.
Speed and speed, huh?
Speed gave the speed. Oh, you said speed?
I said speed.
I didn't hear speed.
It was speed, HP, and something else. I think
Okay.
it was defense. It was the thing above res.
That is defense.
Okay.
I guessed right. I done guessed it. Bon, I don't believe it. I done guessed it. I threw a guess out there in the wind, and it done came back to me like a boomerang. I done guessed it. Sometimes you stick your leg out and the car runs over it, and sometimes you get a little cat come up and rub up on side you. You just don't ever know what you gonna get.
Forrest Gump.
Who?
Who?
He doesn't talk like that.
No, but I mean, you never know what you're gonna get.
Forrest, he got a little bit more of a Georgia accent.
Is that true?
He's from Alabama, actually.
Oh, right.
But yeah, that's a little more deep south. I was talking a little bit more Texas.
Okay. I have heard someone from Texas say, Texas is not the South. Texas is Texas. As like two separately classes.
Well, the thing is people who aren't from the South, or really, you don't even have to limit it to the United States. People who are from somewhere and are analyzing somewhere else usually draw the regional lines a lot larger and broader than somebody who lives in the region.
Yes. Okay.
So, like,
that makes sense.
Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are like, oh yeah, you're from England, so you have an English accent.
Yes.
But there's like
Someone in
a
England
dozen
say,
English accents. Yeah. It's like, oh well, he's got a Cockney accent, or he's got a London accent, or he's got a Exeter accent. I don't know. So yeah, it's like if you live in the northern United States, you might just think that there is the South, and everyone in the South has a southern accent. And while that is definitely true, there's a lot of subcategories. And each little area, really probably each state, kind of has its own little thing going on.
Yeah, that would make sense.
At least from what I've noticed. Because I guess growing up around Texas accents and hearing so many of those, it's easier to hear the difference between a Texas accent and like a Georgia accent or a Carolina accent versus maybe somebody who grew up around a Minnesota accent.
Yep.
And then vice versa. Like, now I can tell the difference between a Minnesota and a Wisconsin accent.
Yep.
But when I first moved here,
it's all the same thing.
It's all the same thing. It's just a northern accent. Yankee.
Yankee. I got called a Yankee one time while I was in Georgia.
Yeah. I'm sure you did.
I was like, oh, people actually say that?
People actually, I mean, I've never heard anyone in my family say it non-ironically.
Yeah.
But
or like jokingly.
Yeah. They do say it.
Man, it looks so empty. Like I can tell I'm missing a character.
Yeah. Are you missing him here?
I am. He's missing him. Austin touched my heart.
I did. In more way than one.
Who am I forgetting here? Oh, Vanessa.
Don't you dare forget.
Oh,
Miss Vanessa.
Well, never.
Miss V. Oh, come on, girl. You can do better than that.
Only 57.
A big fat spider.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss if this thing was trying to poison me.
Yeah, the only way I would miss is when I flew away and never turned back because there was a giant spider. He hasn't hit us once, yeah. His hit chance is pretty low.
Yep.
Is it because we're fast, and then also is it mountain?
Actually,
does that affect it?
I think it would if it was anybody else, but since she's a flyer, I think she actually doesn't get terrain bonuses.
Oh.
I think she's like...
That's like her trade-off.
You're like above everything.
Right.
So you're never really using the terrain. I think they thought about that and like made a conscious choice to... critical.
It's actually a nice way to balance it.
Bye-bye.
Because she gets like way more movement than everybody. She gets more speed, so...
But she can't benefit from
take away the terrain bonus
that she's getting to. Yeah.
Great job, developers, balancing this game. Let me tell you, Bob, there's some people out there that are really thinking about these metrics, and they are putting it into perspective for these players.
Jeez. Oh, man.
They are doing a great job down there at the laboratory.
Just sportscaster.
Dude, I love listening to broadcasters.
Yeah?
You
actually find it fun?
I find it extremely entertaining, yeah. Okay. The way that they can just talk about, like, nothing for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or the way that they can, like, just spin these elaborate verbose webs.
Yes.
About the most mundane shit.
Yeah. Like something that isn't...
It's really not that interesting. Yes. And they have to try to make it sound interesting.
They have to put the spin to it.
Yeah. Or when you can just see right through all that and it's just garbage words. It's just filler. Like, I don't know if maybe doing this show makes me notice that more. But yeah, when you
do it.
When you hear like I'll be in like the break room at work and it's football season and everybody's freaking out and I don't care at all because I don't follow it. And you'll hear like Troy Aikman or whatever. He's like, yeah, these players, they've been practicing real hard and they're playing the game and it's just...
Okay, good.
And they'll say some really basic shit like that. Mm-hmm. Well, you heard the epic quote from Troy Aikman in 2016, didn't you?
What was that?
The pull-out quote?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god.
What was it?
I'm going to have to play that for you between episodes. It's a little lewd and crude. Unintentionally.
Okay. Like he's saying it completely serious.
Like he's talking about football, but if you hear it out of context, you're just like, wow. But yeah, I get a huge kick out of broadcasters. I'm not Troy Asian, Google.
Did you mean?
Yeah, thanks. How are we doing, Vaughn? Are we getting close, or
we
still got a ways to go?
The boss is just up here. We're just
Are we still gonna try to kill all these units, though?
Yeah, we're just kind of milking the experience train here.
Gotcha.
She took care of the spee, so she's free to do other things.
Spee, spy, spo, spum.
Spee, spy, spo, spum.
He's done, dude.
That was a line.
Yeah?
Yeah. That was really funny.
You're not expecting that?
No. She should be fine.
Actually, shred that mage.
We're gonna
let him come to you.
We're gonna be safe because there's
some dudes.
There's some dudes hiding, lurking out here.
They don't go after the green people, do they?
They would if they could, but they can't, so they won't.
What do you mean they would? They can't get over the mountain?
They're just surrounded by mountains.
Oh, yeah. So nobody can get to them.
Yeah,
except for
the Spee.
Peggy.
Or a Peggy, yeah, but which they don't have any of. So that should be fine. Yeah, because there's one dude here, the boss is here. Mm-hmm. And there's another mage.
The boss is the guy
archer somewhere up here.
The boss is the guy on your diagram with the shield?
Yes.
Okay. And the reinforcements guys are all already come, right? Those are the horse.
Yep, those are the red spots on the left there. That's where they showed up.
Oh, I see. Do we ever go to this town down here?
I already did.
Oh, you already did it.
It gave us a antitoxin.
Oh, for the spider.
Yep.
Nice.
He didn't even hit us.
That was a cool dodge animation.
Yeah, the little slip to the side. Can we just kill this guy?
Little Mario move. Woo!
What's your resistance? 3.
Smash this guy?
Could... Oh, if he doesn't... No, we don't want to do that. So he...
Axes are good against spear, right?
Yes, but we have... France has a sword. Or he can use a sword. So...
And the only thing that's effective against horses is specific weapons. It's not a weapon type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like anything that has. Oh, that doesn't even talk about it.
It'll say on there.
Yeah, it said it'll have like an icon actually.
Effective against mounted units.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's what
Poison
it would say.
axe.
Actually, we're gonna kill with Joshua.
What's his class? Assassin?
Myrmidon.
Oh, that's right. Myrmidon. And what does that branch into?
Swordmaster, or what is the other one?
Ninja?
No. Oh, assassin.
Oh,
Swordmaster or assassin.
Oh, so you can branch up to
and
assassin.
Colm could have been an assassin too.
Oh,
He would have been so cool.
dude,
He would have been the sickest assassin.
is that the route we would have taken him?
Probably, yeah.
And then that way Joshua can go the other way?
Yep.
So does thief only go to assassin? Or does it have a branch?
Thief. No, it goes to assassin and rogue.
You choose one, or it's assassin then rogue?
You choose.
Oh, okay.
All these classes except the lords have
Branch.
2 choices, just like Ross did.
Okay.
For the pre-promotion.
But there's no second promotion. There's just one
right, except for Ross.
because he was he had no class.
Yeah.
At the beginning, he had to go to etiquette school.
Yes, he had to refine himself.
Yeah.
Before he could converse with the nobles.
When you were in school, did you ever have like an etiquette thing?
No, did you?
We did. In 5th grade, we had an etiquette lunch,
Etiquette lunch?
which sounds ridiculous when I say it now, but when they would say that in school, it would like strike fear into the hearts of everyone.
Really?
And basically what it was they talked about it like all year long and built up to it, and were trying to like teach us how to like do these formal things. And it was basically they was going to take us on a field trip to like a nice place to eat, and everyone was going to dress up really nice.
Okay.
And then you got like
Don't use the hell word. Oh, good.
and then like each guy got paired up with a girl, and you had to like be chivalrous.
Really?
So you had to like open doors.
That is fascinating.
And hold doors, and you had to like pull chairs out and let them sit, and then push the chair back in for them, and then you had to like stand up and wait till all the women were seated and then sit down.
Is this like a Texas thing or a South thing?
I don't know, and it was so I don't know if it was like the part of the country I was in, or if it was the type of school that I was in, because it was like a private parochial school.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was private school.
And
We're almost here, by the way, Austin. We're almost there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are almost there, I guess. Yeah, we got like what 2 more guys, and then the boss.
There's a dude up here. There's two. There's
Oh,
like
there's
two
like
other
an
guys.
archer up there lurking still.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this.
He's no biggie.
Home stretch.
Let me just make sure I know where
Yeah,
he is.
I just remember being terrified.
Of that class. Or
Yeah,
that-
and
that
just like,
event.
and it's kind of like the same thing when they like make you dance in like school or whatever, and you're like afraid to like dance with a girl because you don't know anything about girls yet.
Yep.
Because we're in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So you don't know
You're young.
anything. You don't know anything about a girl. You have like
It was 5th grade. It was that young.
5th grade. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So like you're at that age where you're like interested in girls, but
You know-
you don't
and
really
you-
know what that means.
Yeah, you can identify that you're interested.
Yeah,
But
you're still afraid to admit it, and you don't really know what that means, and you don't know how to talk to a girl. So yeah, you're like right at that age, and
oh yeah, it'll say effective against cavalry.
Oh, there we go.
That.
and then also like you're not used to dressing up fancy,
Okay.
or like
Yeah.
it was definitely not an age where I thought that was something that was cool or something that I wanted to do, and just something that made me feel a little more stiff and like awkward and out of place.
More so than usual.
But
I was stiff and awkward all the time.
I think it was just like an all the time, constant. I was too until about 7th and 8th grade, and I finally just loosened up a little bit. But yeah, I think it was just an exercise in like getting us to think about that kind of stuff. Jeez.
Natasha. Damn.
We see you.
We spy you.
Yeah, I think it was just an exercise in like thinking about that, and then like actually practicing doing that.
Okay.
And like letting you know that you should be mindful of that. It was definitely a good experience. I remember very little of what actually transpired. I just remember everyone being dressed up and everyone being really quiet and everyone like holding doors and like thinking really hard to like check all these boxes of things that they were supposed to do.
Okay. Through there. So we'll go here.
That guy has 1 HP.
This guy?
The healer guy.
He does. But he's not going anywhere.
He's just gonna stand there and take it.
Yeah, he is. That's kind of interesting thing about enemy healers who like can't attack you.
Oh,
So
is that the boss guy?
Nope.
Oh, it's just a
Boss
mage.
won't move.
That's
in this-
right.
in this
That's
chapter.
why I was surprised.
That's not always the case though. So we'll want to be prepared for when that does
No,
happen.
now they're moving in.
So this is everyone except for the boss now. Except for one guy I chose.
I love
to
how you
ignore.
employ the phalanx strategy where you just keep everybody in like a tight wad to like cover their.
Yep.
It's definitely a good call.
Yes. Because covering the space around each other is kind of really important.
Yeah, because you don't want to get attacked 4 times in one turn.
Yes. Otherwise you get combed, I guess.
Yeah, that was super unlucky.
That was his undoing. He just took 2 hits when I thought he would take 1.
Well, it was because he got a critical.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't because he hit twice.
No, it wasn't.
So we got what should be good luck, and it turned out to be bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it ironic?
I'm gonna show him that Nessie is real.
She is real. She's not a joke.
Yeah, she ain't photoshopped.
Oh, she missed.
Never mind.
He's in forest. To
Forest?
be expected. All right, who wants to kill the helpless guy?
Namey.
Yeah.
Are there like, so like when Colm died, there was like a text box.
Yeah.
Does that have like repercussions on other characters? Like since Namey's like connected to him, does she have like?
They might have an after the chapter thing.
Oh, okay.
Some characters have that. Like when they're like a character associated with them strongly dies. And
Right.
also like there's some characters who are critical to the story who when they die on the battlefield, they're actually just retreating. Like, you know,
Like they can't die in the story, but you
Yeah.
don't get to use them anymore.
Yeah, you won't get to use them. They'll be injured like really bad.
It's like all the
essentially.
it's like all the guys in Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
I'm safe, put him down.
Yeah, they just everyone ejects and never gets shot after they eject.
Oh, hey, there's one more dude. Well, who cares?
He's just skiing in the woods over there.
He's skiing.
Whee!
We're gonna circle around here.
Nice.
Flanking maneuver.
Look at that guy doing his. He's like one of those like sign spinners for like the mattress sale with his shield.
The shaman?
He's like standing on the corner like doing all his. He's got his earbuds in.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy in the like Statue of Liberty outfit.
Yeah.
Pretending to play guitar or something.
Yeah, he's that guy. I gotta give it up to those people most time that I see them.
Did there?
Sometimes
They
you
do
see
their best.
Sometimes you see
They
them though,
really
and they're
do their
like
best.
they're like leaning the sign up against their body, and they're like texting behind it.
Yep. We understand where they're coming from, though.
Oh,
you know?
dude, yeah. I can't imagine they're getting paid too much.
No. Give him a whap. In a 2. Sweet. Sick.
Sick, dude. Why do they have a turn phase?
These guys?
The greens,
Just
to make them seem real.
Yeah. Well, there is a time when
If the spider gets close to, they like futilely try to run away and they can't go anywhere.
No, it's actually sad. They just like cry out for help.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, please help.
That's brutal.
And like, if you're not in a position to help them, you can't
I'm so glad we saved them.
do anything. Give him a shot.
It'd be crazy if like Namey got stronger
Because
Colm died.
that would be cool.
But like only for that mission, she had like a vengeance bonus or something.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But like maybe her accuracy goes down, but her strength goes up.
Yeah,
Like,
like she becomes more reckless.
Some crazy stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, or it's like a status effect. I always thought of that in RPGs. Like it's like if I made an RPG, there'd be a status effect like that. Like if your party member, I mean, there's games that have variants of that. Like your party member dies, you get an attack boost. But it'd be cool to add in like the emotional aspect and have like the accuracy lower and
Yeah,
where it's like a reckless vengeance type thing. Who's gonna kill this guy?
where they're less committed to like living, and
Yeah,
more
they get
just
more
want to
re-
get the kill.
Yeah, they get more
So
reckless.
it's like a gamble.
Yeah.
Some games I feel like maybe have that kind of thing passively. You know,
And maybe
they
just don't
say
see
it.
the values.
There's actually Awakening has that.
Really?
There's this chapter in Awakening. Okay, spoiler alert, I guess, if you really want to preserve Awakening's story.
I do have it, and I plan on playing it.
It's
So maybe don't tell me. But
well, it's not that big a deal.
okay.
It's like a moment in the story. It's not even a big thing.
Okay.
So there's this guy who's like an enemy general, and his king, he knows his king is like a crazy dude, and he like, but
99.
his family's like being held by the king, so it's like it's like the Erwin Rommel thing.
Okay.
Like you're being forced to fight for your country, which you like your country, but like you're reluctant to fight for it based on who leads it, kind of thing.
Sure.
And he's forced to fight Crom and his band, and something just happened to Crom emotional, and he's upset, very upset, and the general doesn't want to fight him, but his soldiers know that if they don't fight, so he like tries to talk Crom out of it, he doesn't succeed, and then like his soldiers know that if he doesn't fight, if they don't fight with him, like his family will be harmed. So
he's in a catch-22.
yeah, but then like as the battle goes on and like drags on, they like, what is it? The enemies have less of a, so that their skill stat actually goes down every turn or every couple turns. So like they're actually less likely to hit you because
Arnold.
they like pity you, I guess, or like they empathize with you. So like the longer the fight goes, the less willing they are to fight back. It's like really interesting.
Yeah, like the morale.
Oh,
Nice, Arnold.
just keep messing his name up.
Yeah, he really filled out that stripy yellow shirt.
We're gonna give it to. We'll just. Oh, she can't even reach. Well,
Who can?
the names can. So we'll heal her
Okay.
and then give him the last shot.
You said Natasha's gonna replace Mulder, right? For the most part.
They might both be useful.
Okay.
Actually, we have room for two in chapters like this.
Yeah, I guess so. No fame, no glory, no chocolates.
No chocolates. Man, she's doing well.
Namey?
Yeah.
Yeah. We
We
did
did
it.
All the babies
Yay!
are saved.
Wah wah.
Actually, we saved 3 of
Eirika.
you.
She's so like,
Yep, Oran's Bolt. That's a good thing.
what is it?
It makes it so there's a specific item that allows every class to level up or to promote, and that's for archers. Because Orion's got the bow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds useful.
So he's about to drop a bomb about the bracelet.
Finally.
It's actually the sacred stone. Well, it's not the sacred stone. It's the key to the sacred stone,
Okay.
where it's housed. So
He confided in me.
They feared its power could be misused.
so there's like a fake stone somewhere.
Seth, you're speaking so clearly all of a sudden.
He had a frog in his throat.
Yeah.
He spoke really clearly for a second accidentally, but then he fixed it. Oh, I was gonna say Eirika is so like one-dimensionally a heroine.
Yeah.
Like she's like, yeah, we saved the people. We gotta save the people. We gotta. Everyone bad has to go, and everyone good has to stay.
Yeah, but she's just like a generic good person.
She's very like, yeah, black and white binary. Yeah, like naively noble. It seems.
But they give you some tastes of character where like when she like is finally like, okay, I'm ready to kill this person. See, they give you a little.
Yeah, I definitely
slivers.
sensed that turn you were talking about at the beginning of the chapter.
All right,
That's another one
that's a chapter, baby.
in the books. Can we expect chapter 7 next week?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
That's a safe call. You know why? Watch this. 7.
Oh.
Did you like that?
All right. Well, next week on the show,
Tune in for Sacred
it's going
Stones.
to be more stones.
And check out
They're so sacred.
our other series, Super Mario RPG
Yep. That's coming at you on Wednesday.
and Majora's Mask.
On Friday.
And
There'll be a stream at the end of the month.
there will be.
We'll drink some
End of
gross
every month,
sodas.
perhaps.
And we'll play some games and we'll chat with you, talk to you,
Yeah, let us know what you think of the sound of a butter soda.
virtually hug.
Yeah,
We can only hug virtually when we stream, but
true.
Gets
Well,
the
Austin
job
and I
done.
can hug
right. That takes a little bit more in the tip jar.
for a live hug.
Yeah, but hit us up on Twitter. Let us know how you're feeling. And
Check out the log.
check out the snack log where we upload all of our reviews and tastings.
We'll
Until next time,
catch you then.
there's plenty for you out there. But
Hold us some
there'll
content.
be more boys coming at you very soon.
We got some stuff.
We'll see you there.
Bye-bye.